Welcome back to the Caregiver Minute, where every weekday family and professional caregivers gather to refine their skills, gain inspiration, and prepare to serve. How do you make a decision about whether you should ask someone to do something or not? Quite often, caregivers are wrestling with trying to keep those they're serving busy and engaged and happy and feeling like they're contributing in some positive way. And often that decision is made based on whether or not the person can or can't accomplish something. Think of a task like folding clothes. I've known many family caregivers who know that their loved one likes to fold clothes and they want to contribute, but they don't have them fold clothes because they don't do it perfectly. And their care partner has to just refold everything, and so they don't ask. I'd like to suggest today that maybe there's a different bar that we should clear. Maybe there's a different gauge that we could use in determining whether we ask someone to do something or not. I think the bar that we should measure by is how successful the person that we're serving feels doing that activity. If someone folds clothes and they feel successful, they feel like they're contributing, and they find joy in that, we should let them do that. If they find joy loading the dishwasher, regardless of whether they do it correctly or incorrectly, or any other task around their environment, I think we ought to let them participate if they feel good about it. When I was growing up, my dad used to take me to the office for 1 or 2 days in the summer just so that I could experience being with him and learning from him and watching and trying things. And very often, I would be engaged in a task that I couldn't complete very well. Looking back on it in retrospect, I wasn't doing the thing at the level that my dad would do it. And he wasn't even going to use my efforts with one of his customers. That wasn't the point. The point was I felt like I was important. I felt like I was contributing. So if the person or people that you're serving feel good about what they're doing and they're enjoying it, regardless of how effectively they're completing the task or not getting it done, it's probably a good thing for them to engage in, especially if it's a self-reinforcing kind of activity. You know, the sort of thing that says all along what you're supposed to be doing. If you have a broom in your hand and you're forgetting what you're doing, the broom itself reminds you, oh, I'm sweeping, I'm cleaning up. If you have a cloth in your hand and you're wiping the counter, there's a self-reinforcing kind of component to that where you recognize, oh, I'm wiping things down. That's also very helpful when considering how to help the people that we're serving stay engaged. Well, I hope this little tip is helpful to you in evaluating the kinds of things that you ask people to engage in. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for another episode of the Caregiver Minute.